Right now it's 6:35. Tornado warning remains in effect for the next 10 minutes or so. It's not for the entire county. It's right around Temple Terrace, and the cell is moving slowly again to the south and southwest. Let's stop this and kind of expand on this view and see what else we have going on around the Bay Area. There's also storms located up in sections of Spring Hill and Bayport. That activity is not severe. It's the area right around Hillsborough County. That's the severe weather. Also, there's a new warning out, by the way, for DeSoto County. That's a severe thunderstorm warning, but only extreme southwestern section of DeSoto County. Not a lot of population in that area, but there is a warning in effect until locally until 7 o'clock. So again, you can also log on to our website, myfoxtampabay.com, and track it. But boy, look at the lightning. 298 lightning strikes in the past 20 minutes right around Tampa and looking south. There's a view outside. Let's take a look at some more cameras. Take a look, if you will, on the Riverview net cam. Do we have that available? Any cameras you can find at all. Let's just pop up as many cameras as you can get. That's a look downtown on the Tampa cam, which is looking due east, and the rain is just about over downtown Tampa and about Ybor City and south along 301 and 41. There's a look outside on the Tampa net cam. We're going to panning this around, and we're going to show you as we look to the west. This is more in the way of sunshine or brightening skies way out in the distance. Slow-moving storm, and what's happened, folks, is this boundary developed right along I-75 and is not moving much at all. I've got Jim Weber coming in, sitting down next to me. He's going to help out with some of the maps. And let's go back to, let me click on the other fast track and show, yeah, that's that rotation. This is what we look at. We look at a combination of where you see the red and the green, and that is where our radar is showing rotation inside the thunderstorm cell. Now look at the wind speeds, 25, 35. That's towards the radar and away from the radar. That's what indicates the rotation. It's the plus and the minus. That's the circulation inside the parent thunderstorm. This is very typical of these what we call pulse thunderstorms in the summertime. Rapid development, a tornado that may last for maybe 5 minutes, usually EF0, maybe an EF1. And that's about it.
This is that exact area where 25 minutes ago we were watching those outflow boundaries coming together, and that's one of those areas we watch all summer long, where you have those outflow boundaries or those afternoon sea breezes coming together, and you typically see those storms popping up in these areas, and you can quickly see one of those tornadoes developing, and you can see the icon just coming on there. So it looks like we might actually have right there, we have a 6:33 p.m. Motorist driving north on U.S. Highway 301 reports a tornado near the intersection of Interstate I-4 and Highway 301. So looks like we have some ground confirmation by an actual person.
To, in the control room, take the Sky Tower Omni output. You'll be able to see this frequent lightning here as it marches to the west. That's the rainfall rate, which is up to, they get 4 inches an hour and 2 inches an hour, and that obviously is going to cause some flooded roadways. That highway you're looking at that's cutting across the screen, that would be I-4, and you can see the I-4 I-75 junction just under the E on Avenue, on East Sly Avenue. That's the intersection of I-4 and I-75. Let's go to, in the control room, take the Omni output, the other radar output, and what we can show is I have the radar tilted. You can take that live, or I can actually click it here. Yeah, there we go. And you can see, look at all the lightning here from this cell right here. And I'll let this move. There is some motion now, so it looks like it's beginning to move, and eventually this is going to start drifting more to the west and southwest. And if you're watching us in Pinellas County, you can look out your window and look to the east, and this storm is going to eventually head your way in probably a weakened state, but you're going to get some rain. It'll take a while, but it is going to move your way. And kind of tilt this around here. You can see all that, and that little cylinder is where there's rotation inside that thunderstorm. I'm going to put this back on a flat view, and there it is. Now it does encompass most of South Tampa, most of downtown Tampa, all the way up to Lutz. And not showing much in the way of weakening. If anything, there's even another hint of a rotation down by McDill. Let's put this into to motion here, and there you can see it moving slowly to the west and southwest. It is 6:42. The warning is still in effect until 6:45, so another couple of minutes. Again, public does report that tornado along U.S. Highway 301, in the intersection of 301 and I-4. Live look outside on one of our cameras. That's
State Road 60, correct? And you can definitely see that the heavy rain through this area is slowing down the traffic. And, you know, this is going to be a sight we're seeing all over the area with these heavy storms. Again, we were just looking at those rainfall rates through this area, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches per hour. So some very heavy rain all along Sly Avenue through I-4, 275 over towards the new Tampa area.
the Grand Court cam.
Yeah, you can complete
visibility.
washout right there.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be, there's going to be flooded roads all around Tampa Bay, and there's the rainfall rates. You're looking at rain up to 2 inches per hour. So we are going to see a continuation of not only severe weather, but urban flooding, which will continue to spread slowly to the west and southwest.
Again, we're just looking at this is where we look at the winds in the storm, and you can still see some very strong winds here, but the area of concern where we were actually seeing those very strong winds, what we call gate-to-gate shear, which indicates the presence or the possibility of a tornado, which apparently we've had a ground confirmation of a tornado in the Sly Avenue area. It looks like that it is weakening at this point. This is early, around 6:33. We did have a motorist driving north on Highway 301 reporting the tornado near I-4 and 301. And it looks like it was tending to move off towards a westerly direction. It looks like at this point things are weakening quite a bit with that rotation, so that's certainly good news if you live west of this area. This rotation's heading your way, but it looks like things might be weakening at this point.
Yeah, we can put this in. Let's show this on hit that Omni, Jim. Yeah, this doesn't seem to me as though, if anything, this is where you'd be looking at that possible tornado, but it doesn't look like there's much left of it. I mean, it looks like it's weakening quite a bit. You're not going to see a tornado in this setup that's going to be on the ground for 10 or 15 minutes. I mean, these are they don't last long. Usually by the time you get the warning out on TV, it's usually gone. They don't stay on the ground for long. There's another view on State Road 60 where folks are probably pulling over. It is raining at the rate of 2 to 4 inches per hour.
The National Weather Service has just issued a urban flood advisory for central Hillsborough County until 8:45 for places such as Temple Terrace over towards Brandon. Because of that heavy rain, we are showing you just street flooding in the 22nd Street and Hannah area, so that's definitely going to be an issue for a number of places. And it takes a while for a lot of this rain to, or a lot of this water to drain off. So, you know, we talk about this every season. When you get these flooded roads, you just don't know exactly how deep that is. You don't want to get those repairs to the transmission shop and all the problems that go associated with that. So you just turn around, take another way home if you have those flooded roads. You just don't want to end up damaging your car with that.
No, and good news is based by the latest view on Sky Tower Omni, there's no longer any warnings in effect. So the tornado warning has expired. The severe thunderstorm warning, despite all the lightning you see, is expired. Don't forget, lightning is not a criteria for severe thunderstorm. It's usually hail and strong and gusty winds. So in this case, there's no longer any severe weather, even though that rain is coming down in buckets.